What if I told you that you've probably broken the law at least 5 times today, without even knowing it? Yeah, not robbing banks or hacking government files, just doing your normal, everyday stuff. But here's the scary part. Some of these things could technically get you fined, or even arrested, if someone decided to enforce the rules. So let's talk about the 12 illegal things you do every single day without realizing it, and what they say about how we live in this rule-filled world. Ever notice how much of life runs on unwritten rules? We're told to be good citizens, obey the law, do the right thing. But what if doing normal things is quietly bending or breaking the law? These little habits seem harmless, but they reveal something powerful about human nature, that deep down we all live in the gray area, because the truth is, not all laws make sense, and not all crimes feel wrong. So as we go through this list, don't just ask, have I done that? Ask yourself, why do I do it anyway? Image 1, sharing secrets, Netflix password scene, number 1. Sharing your Netflix password. You've done it, your friends have done it, everyone does it. But technically, it's a violation of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. Yep. Sharing your login with your best friend could be seen as unauthorized access. In real life, Netflix probably won't kick your door down. But the bigger question is, why do we feel okay breaking digital laws when it's just streaming? Maybe because deep down, we value connection more than corporate rules. You find a cool picture for your project, right-click, save, done. But that image? It's probably copyrighted. Unless it's labeled for reuse, you're technically stealing intellectual property. It's like walking into an art gallery and taking a painting off the wall. But we don't feel like criminals, because the internet blurs the lines between ownership and access. Crossing the street when there's no car coming? Illegal in many countries, but almost everyone does it. It's faster, it feels harmless, and nobody's watching. Jaywalking laws were actually created by car companies decades ago to shift blame away from reckless drivers. So what started as a safety rule became a symbol of quiet rebellion. Funny, right? Even walking can make you an outlaw. Think about it. When you sign up for a random website or app, do you always use your real name? Probably not. But giving false information online can technically be considered identity fraud. And yet, millions of people do it to protect their privacy. That's the irony. The same law meant to stop scammers can criminalize people who just want to stay safe. You scroll, click, I agree, done. But inside that wall of text, you might have just agreed to things that aren't even legal in your country. In theory, breaking those terms later could make you liable. But who actually reads them? This one shows how modern life forces us to trust systems we don't understand, and then blames us when they break. You're at a cafe, your phone auto-connects to a network nearby. Seems innocent, right? But if that Wi-Fi isn't open to the public, it's technically unauthorized access. In some places, that's considered hacking. Imagine, sipping your latte, breaking the law. Souvenirs, we call them. But those little soaps, robes, or towels? Not complimentary, they're hotel property, it's petty theft, just with better branding. But it's also human. We love to take something that reminds us of a good experience. Ever played your favorite track while walking or sitting in a park? Technically, if others can hear it and you don't have permission, that's a public performance of copyrighted work. In legal terms, illegal. Crazy, right? Music connects us, but the law sees it as ownership, not expression. Almost every country bans it now. But how many times have you just checked a message at the light? In some states, that's still considered distracted driving. It's not just illegal, it's deadly. We justify it because we think we're in control. But the truth is, attention is fragile. And 1 second can change everything. Here's the truth. Most of these crimes aren't about evil intentions. They're about how complicated modern life has become. We're surrounded by invisible rules. Digital laws, privacy laws, copyright laws, and we can't possibly keep track of them all. But maybe the point isn't to fear them. Maybe it's to wake up, to realize how often we act on autopilot, how easily we trade awareness for convenience. Because the more aware you are, the more control you have. So the next time you cross the street, share an account, or skip a page of fine print, pause, ask yourself, am I choosing this or just drifting? because awareness is what separates the ordinary from the relentless. Image 10, Autopilot Life, Closing Reflection. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button, comment below how many of these have you done today. And if you're serious about leveling up your awareness, subscribe, because the truth is, breaking the rules is easy. But mastering yourself, that's where real freedom begins.